Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we will create an Android Studio project together, and we will set up the domain and data and presentation layers for our multiple modules, and we will also add some dependencies to the Gradle. Alright, so let's create an empty project, empty views activity in Android Studio. We will click next, and here we can just have a new for an app, simple app, and we will just leave the rest as it is, and we'll click on finish. Okay, so now we have our project ready, so we go for creating our modules. We will have three modules, one for the database and data related tasks, one for domain, and one for the UI layer somehow, and the logic of the app. So the domain will connect UI to the data layer. And in here we have two different approaches. So we can use this app module as the module which represents the UI, or we can just create another module for UI and leave the app as it is right now. Okay, so let's go for creating a new module. I will go to new module. First I will create a new Android library module, and I will call it the data, and I will just leave the rest as it is. Okay, so as you can see, we have our data module ready here with these packages, and we will do it again. We will create another module. Okay, so in here we will select Java or Kotlin library because we are creating the domain layer. Domain layer is completely separated from Android related libraries or codes and anything related to the Android. So we will just use a Java or Kotlin library, and we will call it the domain. Sorry. And we will just click on finish, and let's wait for Android Studio to create it. Okay, so we have our domain module as well with an empty class named my class. Okay, so basically we have our three modules here. I will just give you an explanation about their duties and what we are expecting these modules to do. For the data module, we expect this module to have the code which is responsible for fetching the data from a remote server or from a local database. So it will gonna have some packages naming repositories or APIs or databases, and it's kinda the packages that we will expect this module to have. Next, we will go for the app module. In this module, we will have our view models, our activities, or anything related to the Android specific components or our UI layers. And the domain will have the code which is responsible for connecting these two. And remember that it shouldn't include anything related to the Android development. It should completely be separated. Okay, now that we have our project ready, we will go to the Gradle files, and we will go to this Gradle, module.app. So at the end of our Gradle file, I will just do this line implementation, wait for another second to suggest it. I will add the domain module here. I forgot to add it in string quotations, and also the data. So basically what these two lines do is that they will give us access to these modules codes, and it is what we need inside our app module. Okay, so we are inside our Gradle file, and we will go down here in the dependencies section, and we will need to add some dependencies about health because we need it for dependency injection. I will add these dependencies from here. I will also provide the link of this page in the video description, so don't worry about it. I just need to copy this line and paste it inside my project Gradle. I'm here, and then go for copying this line and paste it here. The same thing for the dependencies, and also this. Okay, so we are good for syncing the project, and as you can see, our Gradle is ready with the health library. Okay, so the next two things that I want to add inside my app Gradle are these lines, one for a view model and one for navigation component, which I will explain it when we get there. And don't worry about all this stuff, just copy and paste it. I will explain them in the next videos. So now we have our Gradle file for the app module ready, and we will go for the data module. Exactly like the previous Gradle file, we will add some lines in here. I just added them and I will explain each line. So basically we have capped. Here we have just added health, and in the dependencies section we just implemented the domain layer because we need it inside our data layer, and some dependencies for the health library again and for room, and we will use room for managing our local database. Okay, so we are inside the Gradle file of the domain layer, and we will just add dependencies. And the only dependency that we need is this one. It's about the coroutines, and I also forgot to add it inside the other modules, which I will do it now. You do it as well. Okay, so basically our project is completely ready, and in the next videos I will show you how to create a simple note app finally. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will need your support, and goodbye.